Welcome, strangers and friends, back to Dell's handheld games. Now, a question some people ask me when they see I've collected so many handhelds over the years, they go, why do you need so many? Why don't you just pick the best one and use that? And I kind of think, well, some of them are vintage and for collectible purposes. They're pretty old, you can't really play them now. But another reason is some are just so plain weird and strange. You just need them all. Gotta catch them all, as they say in Pokemon. And one of them is this little Thumby. Look how small that is. Look, is it a Thumby or is it a Thumby? I'm never sure. Big as a thumb. Yeah, look at that. So what we're going to look at here is some of my favourite weird handhelds, and we'll probably take a look at about 4 or 5 or maybe 6 or 7, and have a look at them and see what makes them weird, what they are, and if you should collect them just because they're weird. They're quite cheap, most of these ones. So yeah, the weirdness of them. And this is weird because it's so small. Look at the battery there. And see-through too. Yeah, so strange. But is it as weird as this? The fan console. The one with the adjustable fan. Not just the plain old one. Yeah, this is like a family clone, kind of NES game knockoff thing from China. But it's just weird, that, isn't it? You got your fan when you're playing your games. Anyway, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But I don't know, why do I collect these things? It's just I must be mad. I must just want a bit of the quirkiness, a bit of the strangeness, and yeah, look, it's a clamshell thing. It's got some dust and grime in there, hasn't it? Oh dear. Needs cleaning out, that one. But yeah, it's plain odd, isn't it? So what makes that weird? The fan. Why would you want it? To play NES games and to cool yourself down on a hot day. Don't know if that's still available, but I'm glad I got one while I could. This is like the kind of classic weirdness one, the Chicken McNugget handheld used on Children's Day in Japan, I think. Yeah, or was it China? It's got big buttons, this. But yeah, handheld in the shape of a McNugget or a nugget or whatever. Very weird. It's branded Tetris, but it's actually just one of those brick games that I've played a lot of on the channel, or at least shown you a lot of them. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? A chicken nugget. Why is it weird? It goes without saying. This one's maybe not so weird, but it's a bit of a knockoff of the PlayStation Portal. It looks kind of cool. It's called Project X. I've made a review of this one separately, or a video of it, so go ahead and look at that. But really, the main reason I'm showing this one, which is a bit weird in itself, is because before the PlayStation Portal was officially announced and we knew what it looked like, someone had a go at knocking together one from basically a PlayStation 5 controller and a screen on it, which I think is kind of cool. And for the first time on my channel, I'm actually going to switch this on because it's had no power before. So yeah, it's got a load of ROMs and hacks there, quite a few different ones at the bottom. You got your Famicom, your Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, SNES, Mega Drive, CPS1, CPS2, Geo and MAME. So yeah, a very weird little thing. Look at that. And you gotta have these things for next to no money. It's called a D6A, but whether you actually get hold of one in these days, I don't know. Well, with Sony, maybe cracking down on it. But look at that. Really weird thing, but pretty cool. Okay. Now, what are these, you ask? You get some mints because you feel a case of bad breath coming on. No, these aren't mints. They're actually handhelds. I kid you not. Look at that. Handhelds in tins, eh? Well, we know why these are weird, because they're in tins. I mean, what handheld comes in a tin? Nintendo, maybe? No, only joking. Yeah, look at this. These little cables I don't like they kind of spoil it a bit, but other than that, these are pretty funky, aren't they? Yeah, very cool. Very weird. And so, to wrap it up with perhaps the weirdest one, it's a car, an F1 game. Look at that. It's a handheld. It transforms in just a second. Look at that, a Ferrari rip-off thing, and look at that, nice and shiny. If you can't decide whether to get your kids a toy car or a handheld for Christmas, this is the stocking filler to get, if you can get hold of it, which you probably can't. But yeah, you know, that's a few of my weird and wonderful things, and that is one reason why I collect a lot of handhelds. When, yeah, you could just get a Steam Deck or ROG Ally or MSI Claw or whatever, or even like an Odin 2 or whatever, and not bother getting anything else, couldn't you? But I mean, where would we be without these weird and wonderful things? See you on the next one.